Hello and welcome back to another episode of Ash and Jake. Today we're going to be talking about the story of Jack the Lantern, aka the story of how jack-o'-lanterns originated. If you feel scared, now's the time to leave. Otherwise, if you dare, stay tuned for this story to unfold.
He was grumpy, but also kind of mischievous, and so he would play tricks on his neighbors and families, and eventually he played a trick on the devil. When he was dying, the devil great life, and Jack tricked him into sitting on a chair that he somehow became stuck in, and Jack would not let the devil out until he promised that he would give Jack some more years on earth. So he came back. He said, I'm not sitting down in your house. You've tricked me once. It's not going to happen again. As they were leaving, Jack said, I would love just one last apple from my orchard. Would you mind picking me an apple? And the devil reached his hand up to pick an apple from the tree and got stuck in the tree. And again, Jack would not release him until the devil promised that he would not take his soul. And so Jack had more time on earth. And when he finally did die, he was sent to hell because he had lived this, dissolute life. And the devil said, absolutely not. I'm not taking you in here. And when he went back up to heaven, heaven wouldn't take him. So he was condemned to kind of roam the earth, stuck between both heaven and hell. And the devil had given him one bright, glowing ember from the fires of hell. And he used it in a lantern. He was nicknamed Jack of the Lantern, or somebody would say, there's Jack of the Lantern. And so that eventually got kind of downsized to jack-o'-lantern. So if you're out at night, late at night, and you see a kind of a creepy light on the horizon, it could be the jack-o'-lantern out walking, stuck between the two worlds. They started to carve the faces in about the 17th century. The Irish used to use turnips or rutabagas in the old days, that you carve the meat or the fruit out and then stick a lantern in, and you can make the face, kind of as scary as you want. This is an Irish tradition. It started in Ireland and then it was brought with immigrants to America. But we actually only got back into carving lanterns or jack-o'-lanterns in the last 10 years. That was one of the traditions that was easier to maintain here in America because it was so easy to carve the pumpkin. It's silly, that when you think about these immigrants who came from Ireland, they brought with them what they knew. And we see it with immigrants today, you celebrate the things that you know from your culture. There's a space in the new place to also honor the traditions that you left behind. So I think, if anything, those little touchstones, of culture and tradition must have reassured them by traditions and by adapting them. They will last and they become something for everyone to enjoy.
As always, we want to thank everyone for your continued support, new and old subscribers. I hope everyone is having a wonderful fall, and do not forget to post your pumpkin carving photos or turnip photos to our Facebook page, Exploring with Ash and Jake YouTube. As always, stay weird, keep exploring.